get ready, Chicago. There is a major storm that's going to hit over in the Chicago area that put this moderate risk down. As you see, there's storms down here already, but these are not the main focus. These are just storms that are going to spark up. But the storms up here in Chicago later today are going to be strong winds, possible couple tornadoes, and large hail. Please take this seriously because this is not a joke. I'm actually huffing and puffing right now because I was not expecting to make a video like this on my birthday. I was not expecting to do this, and I might have to go live. I'm not kidding. I might have to go live, but I don't want to go live on my birthday. I have plans, but I might have to go live later in the day. But if I can show you my sky right now, I would. But yeah, this moderate risk includes Chicago, Illinois, Aurora, Illinois, Rockford, Illinois, Naperville, Illinois, and Joliet, Illinois. I want you guys, everybody that's in this, in the enhance and in the moderate, I want you guys to take this as serious as possible. This is a dangerous situation. There could be multiple tornadoes, but that's not really that big of a threat. There is a new tornado risk, though, 10%, which during 10% tornado risk, I go live. So I will be going live today. Later on today. Probably when I get back from eating dinner, I'll go live. But yeah, there is going to be some crazy storms crashing over into Ohio. Many storms, actually, that's producing these hail. And there's going to be multiple rounds of storms crashing into Ohio. But then we're going to move our focus up here into Chicago, Illinois. If you are in Davenport, Rockford, Chicago, I would even say, Cedar Rapids. If you're in anywhere in the moderate risk, the enhanced risk, please take this serious because this is no joking matter. There could be winds up to I believe 70 mile per hour winds and very large hail. Now that this is just updated, it has a 45% wind risk, so there could actually be 100 mile per hour wind gust in some of these storms. So I want you guys to take this as serious as you can, my Chicago fans, Rockford fans, Davenport fans, my fans all the way over in the enhanced risk too, and the moderate risk. I want you guys to take this as serious as possible because this is a serious situation that is about to unfold in the Chicago area. And then let's go back over here. Look at day 2. Day 2 is still the same, but I expect this to update depending on how bad this is today. And then same with day 3. I see this updating. Depends on how bad today is. But as you see, the tornado risk is 10%. That's for the Chicago area. The wind, 45% wind risk, which is why they had to issue this moderate risk. It's because of wind. This is a derecho. If you don't know what a derecho is, that's wind. A big old windstorm. That can knock, it can destroy stuff. So if you are in Chicago, anywhere in that general area, anywhere if you see your name on here, your city name, from the 30s to the 45, and then also in SIG Severe. Technically, if you're in the SIG Severe part, please pay attention. This is something very serious that is going to happen. But I do have some storms coming my way, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to have connection for because these storms look like they're going to do big bad. But as you see, 15%, 5%. Yeah, just please be careful whatever you do. I know Chicago, you are Chicago is a very heavy built place, a very busy place too. And this could all start happening, sparking up around 5 o'clock today. In about 30 minutes, it could start sparking up. And that's around rush hour, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. People's going to be going out to dinner. People's going to be doing all that stuff. I advise you, don't. Do not go anywhere. Besides, if you want to evacuate, you can. You can stay where you're at if you want to. Just please don't go outside. There could be semis. If you're in a semi-truck, you have a camper van behind you, any of that stuff, if you plan on going fishing the next day. Because I know Chicago, Evanston, Milwaukee, you guys over along the lake have a whole lot of fishing places. Please, don't bring any heavy lifted vehicles like semi-trucks, campers, those type things. Trailers, don't bring any of those because those can easily slide off the road with the wind and then it can cause something more serious. If you're in a little car, I would just advise not to drive. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check outside real quick. Nothing happened yet. I would just advise not to drive today. Just don't drive because this could be a life or death situation. Because this windstorm that's about to hit Chicago here soon, maybe even it's gonna possibly happen a late night in Chicago, but up here like in Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Davenport, it's probably about to happen. So if you are in any of those locations I just said, please take this serious. Also, it's looking like all these are maybe dying out. I'm not sure. About to start pouring down rain again over in my location. And we got more storms over here. So Ohio, Indiana, you guys are going to be like this little portion over like nearby Dayton and Indianapolis. In between those areas, you guys are going to get constant storms roll through the area. It can bring hail and wind. But that's not where we're focusing now. We're focusing up in Chicago. Because we haven't had a moderate risk since like, what? A couple months ago? We haven't had a moderate risk since a couple months ago. And we haven't had a high risk since the Oklahoma tornado outbreak thing. Which, this is going to be pretty serious. I might be live all night, or depends on if it dies out. I don't know. We'll see when I go live. But this is going to be a crazy storm that's about to happen. So I just came here to inform you guys as soon as possible. And this could also knock out power for most of the area in the moderate risk. So if you are in the moderate risk and are afraid of the dark, or if you have kids that are afraid of the dark, or I don't know, kids that like are at preschool or daycare, well, wouldn't be preschool, but daycare. If you have kids that are at daycare, kids that are afraid of the dark, kids that have little issues that have to have a little breathing machine or something, I don't know. That should be hooked up to like batteries, I think. But yeah, if you have kids that are afraid of the dark, parents, get a flashlight. Make sure it's charged up right now. If you live in the Chicago area and have kids that are afraid of the dark, get your flashlight to get your phones. Make sure everything that you need is charged up, because I know for certain these winds are going to topple trees on power lines, and it's going to cause a big power outage for most of the Chicago area, maybe even Evanston, Rockford. Most of the moderate risk should be getting out of power. But my friend just said it's pouring, and he's over also in my general area, so I'm going to head out. So I will see you guys later when, let me see. Yeah, my friend's in my general area and saying it's pouring, so I'm gonna hop out. Peace out. And I will be live probably around like 8 o'clock to track these storms. I know Ryan Hall, y'all, is probably going to be live also since it's the moderate risk. So